It's a rock 427, man.
Verse 28. Second Maccabees 7, verse 28. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that the Most High made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren.
Read that again. I think we're going to start around verse 28.
Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren.
Right, man. See, they were willing to die for what they believe in, man. Go ahead.
While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for?
And I'm going to say this, man. That was what Martin was doing. That was spiritual, man. That Martin had said, and Martin was like, I already knew. We took up arms, we was going to lose, man. Martin said that it wanted, I be watching all Martin's speeches that they try to hide, man. Martin said he knew if they took up the guns, them folks go run them. He said he knew that's what they wanted, man. That was spiritual what Martin was doing, man. That Martin stuff, that was spiritual, man. For real. Now, they already knew anything could happen to them, man. They could see the dogs on them. They could get their head bust Martin in the head with bricks, man. You know? Even though you had the elites who had infiltrated, but Martin really was sincere, man. He didn't know he was tricked, man. He realized they tricked him, he came clean. And they had to kill him, man. Do your research, man. And a lot of do your research for the brothers, man. And I know you know, I used to be one of them brothers, I ain't go deep in it, but I used to speak out against Martin, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm starting to see a lot of that stuff the white man said about Martin could have been a damn lie, man. They always, just like they try to say King James was a faggot, man. They try to dirt up King James' name after they iced him, man. So now we got, they ain't got to start trying to say Malcolm was a faggot, man. Gotta see, but see, he the forger of lies, man. Who was saying all this? J. Edgar Hoover. He was the one was a damn cross-dresser, man. He was the cross-dresser. He was the homosexual, man. J. Edgar Hoover, who was the head of the feds, man. Why they consider Martin a domestic terrorist, man? They could control him, man. They had tricked him from the door, man. Why he told him he don't care. He don't fear them no more. What he say? I don't fear what man can do to me now, man. I just want to do God's will, man. Now he knew what he knew. They had already warned him, man. We gonna ice you, bro. He didn't give a damn, man. He put in sacrifice his life, man. Sacrifice. Go ahead, huh? That's what Esau try to get you. You can talk all you want to. But you a talker and you start to hurt their pockets. Oh, they can't have that. You know how many people listening to Martin? That Martin say, hey, we gonna stop buying one of the bread. We gonna stop buying Coca-Cola. And that's just the lip part they showed us. Ain't no telling what else he was saying we gonna stop doing, man. And people were gonna listen to Martin, man. Them people put their life on the line, man. So we can't just brush that under the rug, man. See, every generation, the level was coming from the ground up, or the generation of righteous being born, man. So they went through their thing they did, man. You know. But then what sprung up, what was coming with that too, man? Martin and Malcolm started to link up. That's another thing Malcolm was finna join. Malcolm was like, I've been against the civil rights movement. Now, I see what they were doing. Malcolm was finna be a part of it. He was like, I'm gonna implement what I know to this. Okay? We ain't for the violence, but if it comes, we gonna protect ourselves, man. Martin realized that, man. Because another way to show the history on it. Watch the movie. Watch the movie with the Martin Luther King movie. I forgot the black guy name, man. It came on BET. He was playing Martin. Watch that movie, man. I forget the dude, actually who the elite sent the trick Martin, the main nigga, the faggot dude, Rayford, I forgot his name. I forget the dude's name. He was a homosexual though. They try to say Martin was messing with him. I don't believe it though. You know, I could be wrong, but I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it. But they sent him to infiltrate the movement, man. But it show you in that movie, when he first came to Martin's house, to see Martin ain't knew him. It show you in that movie. When he went to see Martin, and he walked on the porch, Martin had like security standing outside. And when the dude came up, the security turned, and he seen the gun on the security. So he walked in and asked Martin like, I thought this was a non-violent move. What's up with this guy arm, man? Martin told him, man, shit, I'm speaking, but when it comes to my family, I gotta protect my family. That's what Martin told him. So this dude convinced Martin, you know what I'm saying, to put the gun down. But Martin that wasn't his mind frame from the door, man. But Martin had started to understand too. If we come with guns, man, we're gonna get wiped out, man. We are spiritual people, man. And that was spiritual to what they was doing, man. Going to face that adversity with no weapons, man. But it just showed the spirit of the so-called white man. Cause you killed the man who was the non-violent movement. You know what I'm saying? You killed this man. He wasn't even pushing the violence, and you shot him in his head down violently, man. You have a shot the same way, man. Our Lord and Savior, man, who the world called Jesus, man. And he come with the violence, man. He told Peter, put the sword down. And you killed him, man. Go ahead, just to make that point.
Verse 30. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, Whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment.
5 people, man, we gonna die for this truth, man. We gonna die for the freedom of our people, man. You gotta get that spirit back up, man. You gonna put yourself on the, we willing to die, man. We ain't pushing for death. Go ahead. But death before dishonor, man. When it comes to these people right here, man. It's death before dishonor. That's the mind frame we building our people up in there, man. And they gonna get in it, man. This word gonna put it in them. Go ahead,
2 Maccabees 7, verse 30. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, Whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses.
Right.
And thou, that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
But thou, which has been the author, read it again.
But thou, that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
So white man wrote the book. He done wrote the book on the mischief against our people, man. Go ahead.
Shall not escape the hands of the Most High.
Right. You ain't gonna escape the hands of the Most High now. Now it's time for your judgment to come. Now you wanna act like it's all good, man. No. Like you gonna come under the umbrella with us and be saved. No, it don't work like this. Go ahead. This we getting our people out that mind frame, man. Cause that's like I said, going back to this day, Juneteenth, the Union soldiers, no, man. Go ahead. They ain't care about you. Go ahead,
For we suffer because of our sins.
Right. And that's why we were suffering, because of our sins, man. So we became a servant to sin, which led us into slavery. What's that scripture that says? Right. That's why we still suffer.
And though the living Lord be angry.
Our people go into captivity because of sin. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastising and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. And that's the time we in right now. The Lord coming back as one with his people. That's why we waking up, and that's why we waking up around the four corners of the earth. All 12 tribes are waking up, coming back into who we are, and starting to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments through Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord coming back and being one with his people. But thou, O godless man, of all other most wicked.
Of all other most wicked, man. Go ahead.
Be not, and when it say all other most wicked, it's talking about that nation of people, Esau. Be not lifted up without a cause.
Malachi 1:5, and you should call him the border of wickedness. Go ahead.
Nor puffed up with uncertain hope.
Right.
Lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High. But thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty Power, who seeth all things.
Right, man. So y'all celebrate Juneteenth, man. You know? But guess what, man? It goes deeper than that, man. I understand today. Otherwise, I understand why people celebrate today, man. But it don't stop there, man. You gotta keep growing not only until you come to this, man. Go ahead. Until you come to know truth, and truth is what's gonna make you free.
Another thing, they think that they escaped. They think that they gonna escape. Think that they already escaped, and think that they gonna escape judgment. Having their underground bunkers and all these other hidden passages, in the earth that they think that they gonna escape the judgment of the Most High. But you're not gonna escape it. For our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life.
Right, man. So we got a lot of people who died, man, for you niggas to even be able to do what you doing now, man. And you just put them to shame, man, by selling out to the so-called white man, man. You got some of them leaders put their life on the line, died, man. For you to be able to just, for you to be able to so-called get it, for you to be able to, it was easing in that ride more and more, man. Get a decent job, man. You can walk right, so-called, man. But it's like the levels of our captivity, it was getting looser and looser, It was getting weaker and weaker, man. The levels of the captivity, man. Cause it went from the chains to the chains off, but you're still a mental slave, man. And then when the chains did get off, like I said, you had the Confederate generals start the KKK, man. So it even went harder then, man. And I was talking to this white guy, man, in Texas land. He a pastor, man. We just had got to talk. He was like, man, I went to visit my brother in Brandon, Mississippi. He's like, man, you know what? He's still racist. I'm just, I'm just listening. I'm playing along with it. I ain't, don't want to say nothing. He's like, yeah, man, can you believe it, man? All this time he's still racist. I'm like, yeah, man, he's still like that. Then he was like, I guess they had went to visit somebody and the guy was drinking all the time. And he had asked him, man, what's wrong with him? He told him, man, he used to be a part of the Klan, man. He done a lot of bad stuff. He's just trying to forget. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Just go ahead,
That guy probably was the same way as us.
Right. Like he said, he's still racist. You know what I'm saying? So, like he said, since he became a preacher, he didn't telling these things. You know what I'm saying? He tried to not be like this.
But it's in their nature. They just can't escape it. Even if you try to forget about it, the Most High gonna put it right back in your mind. Probably wants you to remember what you did. Probably give a lot of them dreams about what what's gonna happen to them. For our brethren, verse 36, for our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under the Most High's covenant.
Right, man. So we actually, go ahead. I heard me cut you. I finished that.
I did.
I kind of blurred you out at the end.
But thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shall receive just punishment for thy pride.
On the point where it says thy brother who has died.
For our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shall receive just punishment for thy pride.
Oh, man. because who do we have? Go ahead. But we got fallen soldiers who done died for the truth, man. Who done died fighting for these people, man. So it's time for us to get back into that mind frame, man. See, they hit us with that money in the 70s, and now people they destroyed our mind, man. And we got out of that mind frame, dying for the rights of your fellow brother and sister, man. Got into the mind frame. I got something there, man. You gotta get yours, man. You know, you got into that mind frame. You weren't willing to. You got a little something, so you like shit, man. It got better, man. Nah, that was the trick, man. Guess who started that? The Black Panthers started that. They killed the Black Panthers and took that plane, so they can get credit for it. The Black Panthers started to feed, you know what I'm saying? They started to feed, they basically started, they call it WIT, but they basically started, like you said, they just had started a program where they just feed Jake in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? They started that. They killed them out, and they took the control of it. They controlled it. Like you said, they start feeding them BS, man. Black Panthers, we knew how we had proper diets back then too, man. But you got a lot of organizations that sprung up. Esau infiltrated them, man. Like he always infiltrated the different Israelite groups, man. So the infiltration is always there, man. It goes way back into the Pharisees and the Sadducees, man. The infiltration was there, man. But you still had righteous men in those organizations, man. Go ahead, sincere righteous men, they came, how you doing? So they came into their center. It's a rock 4 and 20, corners and 20.
This is Sirach, chapter 4, verse 20. Observe the opportunity,
Right.
and beware of evil.
That's what here we go. Observe the opportunity, beware of evil.
And be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul.
Right, man. Be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul, man. Put yourself on the line for what's right, man. You gotta be willing to die, fight for righteousness, man. Willing to die for it, man. Go ahead,
For there is a shame that bringeth sin,
Right.
and there is a shame which is glory and grace.
There is a shame which bringeth sin, and there is a shame which with glory and grace. So you gotta, just like you know, like you said, we are fools for you, how shall I say, you know. So people look at us like this is a shame, you know what I'm saying? Some people laugh at us, say this and that, man. So like it says, it's a shame, read that again.
For there is a shame that bringeth sin,
And white folks see that saying,
and there is a shame which is glory and grace.
there's a shame which is glory and grace, man. So you can't scared to be shamed from standing up, even amongst your people, with something you might tell them I ain't celebrate this on each day, they make fun of you, man. That's a shame and glory and grace right there, man. And there's a shame for when you commit sins, man. But you want to get that shame for the glory and grace. You know what I mean? See, our people hey man, them soldiers gonna wake up, man. Hey, see, the Lord got sleeper cells, man. All their job gonna be to do is to execute when the time comes, man. You got men speaking the word. They gonna execute too. Then the Lord got, he got secret disciples, man, of the house of David, man. Like when you see how the house of David was, the mighty men, all you heard about them was on the battlefield, man. You had Nathan the prophet, there's different levels to all this, man. That's all a part of the whole big old play. Brothers gotta understand that, man. Everybody ain't finna come on this block and do this, man. Ain't their job, man. The Lord got soldiers sitting in the wings waiting when he say go, man, they gonna go, man. They been ready to go, man. You better understand that it's different levels of all this, man. Go ahead, Nathan. You know, Nathan was born of the house of David. The prophet came to him. Huh? Nah, Nathan ain't fighting no more. Yeah. He said, okay. Huh. Right. Them were soldiers though, like Peter. That's part of the house of David, man. All the elect men go back to the house of David, man. Samuel, man. Samuel was a prophet. When Saul ain't killed, when Saul, Agag, Samuel cut him to pieces, bro, like he wasn't nothing, man. Like I said, man, you got brothers, it ain't their job to come do this, man. You gotta understand the whole big old picture of the Lord's plan, man. You know, you gotta understand that, man. Brothers, you got brother men of the house of David. They strictly for war. They like, man, I know all this y'all saying the truth. I ain't coming out there, bro. Just when that time comes and say Israel a better ass, that's when they gonna step up, man. That's when they gonna come out the trenches, man. Go ahead, dog. Ecclesiastes. And then Psalms 110, which we're going to get that, our whole Psalm 110. My people should be willing in the day of my power, man. We're going to look up the word willing. But go ahead, Lord will just keep if it stay on there. Go ahead. Because see, I just be peeping the atmosphere, man. A lot of jakes with this, man. A lot of jakes with this, man. Straight salute, man. They ain't being cheerleaders or nothing, man. When the time right, baby, it's gonna be right, man. Just continue to do what your lot is and your job is now. And that's to put the judgment out here, you know, warn our people, and prophesy against these other nations at the same time too, man. And you putting the word out there so it's gonna gather these niggas. You just sit back and watch the word do his job, man. And you do your job, which to put those words out there. Or whatever your job is, man. The whole pope, whatever your job is, whatever your lot is, whatever your office is in the truth, just do it. And let the Lord do the rest. Yeah.
All right, Ecclesiastes 4:22. Accept no person against thy soul, and let not thy reverence of any man cause thee to fail.
Accept no person against thy soul, man. What's that talking about, man? You might know somebody ain't right, but you still accept no person against thy soul, man. You gotta stand on what you believe in, man. Read that again,
It says, accept no person against thy soul.
Okay.
And let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall.
You hear that? What's reverence? Respect. Now let not the respect of any man cause thee to fall, man. So accept no person against thy soul, man. He might got money and all this, man. But he might finna have you doing all type of wickedness, man. Mess with other men and women, man. Don't accept that, man. Cause what it said then, accept him against thy soul, what? Unless your reverence.
And let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall.
Right, not let you got respect for him, but don't let that cause you to fall. Go against what you believe in, man.
It said, and refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good.
Right, so refrain not to speak when there's occasion to do good. Excuse me, sir. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How you doing?
How you believe in the Bible?
Amen.
You do? You gonna come over, we read the Bible, you gonna come get the Bible, the couple scriptures before you have to get in, because you waiting on your car?
Waiting on food.
You waiting on
What's
your...
going on there?
You believe in Jesus?
Amen.
Did you know he was a dark-skinned man with woolly hair? He'll be called a Negro today? Did you know that? According to the Bible, that's actually in the Bible.
Well, you know, when we get to heaven, it ain't gonna matter. Dark skin, white skin, red skin, it don't matter.
That ain't in the Bible.
Huh?
We teaching our people. Yeah, you a Hebrew Israelite.
According to the Bible.
Did you know that? You know Hebrew Israelite ain't no belief. That's our nationality they took from us. We ain't black.
I know what you mean.
Right. Okay, sis. Yeah, but what you saying not in the Bible. That's not.
Really?
Yeah. Get Matthew 25 and 31 right quick.
Hit with
In these, in the New Testament, Matthew 25 and 31. Cause see, you said when we go to heaven, it ain't gonna be no color, but we gonna Jesus gonna come back, right, and deliver the people, right? So we're gonna see what he say about that when he come back.
Matthew 25:31.
Then you run me read. You can see you can read a little louder.
It's Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. And when the Son of Man shall come in his glory.
Say when the Son of Man shall come in his glory. We're talking about Jesus. Go ahead.
And all the holy angels with him.
All the holy angels with him. Get home. Revelation 19 and 19. See, that's why you need the book. Come on now, we need all.
Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Right.
And before him shall be gathered all nations.
He said, before him shall be gathered all nations, all peoples. You a nation of people, we a nation of people. This the nation of people. This the Lord's nation of people right here. This is who he died for, just in case you don't, go ahead.
And before him all shall be gathered, and before him shall be gathered all nations.
Right.
And he shall separate them one from another.
He say all nations gonna be gathered before him, and he should separate them one from another. Go ahead.
As a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goat.
As a shepherd divides the sheep from his goat. Get Matthew 15:24 after that. Go ahead.
Keep going.
Yeah.
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand.
He gonna set the sheep on his right hand, which is the nation of Israel, because in Matthew 15:24, he said he come only for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So he gonna set the Israelites on his right hand, which is the Negro, Hispanic, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
But the goats on the left.
He gonna set the goats on the left. So he's all the other nations. That's why he should separate them one from another. See, right? Not only the white folks, the Japanese, the Chinese, the Africans, everybody who in league with y'all, who helped during the slave trade. See, it's time for y'all to pay. Go ahead.
Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my Father.
Right. See, this show you people got to understand the Bible, man. Start at verse where it say he should gather all nations, man.
Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him.
What I with?
Then,
that's on the hood right there. Go ahead.
Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
That's how they say first time sin. Go ahead. I read that again.
When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him.
Right, so when who the word ignorant called Jesus Christ come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, it tell you what the white man gonna try to do. Revelation 19 and 19. We gonna get it. Go ahead.
Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
He gonna sit on the throne of his glory, man. Go ahead.
And before him shall be gathered all nations.
Before him gonna be gathered all nations. Go ahead.
And he shall separate them one from another.
I thought we supposed to all be together, huh?
And he shall separate them one from another.
He should separate them one from another. And this ain't start in Matthew. It's Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Go ahead. When he separated the nations, matter of fact, get that out of Sirach 17. Lock this Sirach 17. You know, it's all good. Let him keep that. Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you could read that book. No, all you out here, that bag, baby. That's your bag right there, man. Keep that book. Keep that book. What do they do with EMP? They shut all that. Well, what they just want to shut all that phone right there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that book. Then we already Sirach 17. Thank you, man. Until we separate. Yeah. Divide their land. Right, man. See? So here go this, and it's still 5 people, man. This part of that truth setting you free, man. We ain't being saved together with the other nations, man. Going back to what the scripture brother read in Psalms, man. The Lord bring back our captivity, man. The white man get took in chains from one side of the world, and he been in chains. That's us, man. That's these people, man. We never went back home. You got it. Probably 4 inches. It might be.
This is 17.
Yeah, I know that one. Y'all read that one, dog. It might be under 76.
All right, this is Sirach 17. I'm going to start at 15. It said, and their ways were ever before him, and shall not be hid from his eyes. Every man from his youth is given to evil. Neither could they make to themselves fleshly hearts for stoning. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth.
See, in the division of the nations in the whole earth, man. So the Lord never said, join as one people. Guess what? In the book of Genesis, ain't that's what he confused the languages for? For all people coming together as one? That's why the scripture said, the Lord changes not, man. Therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. You got, what is it? 4:19. So even if we go to the beginning in the book of Genesis and show you this, man. You can start at the beginning and go through Exodus, all the books, man. And see, man, that the same plan was there, man. The Lord ain't never tell us to mingle with no nations, man. He always preached division. Go ahead, huh? That was one thing Martin went wrong when he said integrate. But what did he say? He felt like he led his people into a burning house. He came clean on it, man. So he started to preach separation again, and that's why he had to ice it, man. Because he was like, we integrated, but he like the economic situation of our people is still some BS. That's what he realized. Because guess what? Martin had got some money, but he would fight for the condition of his people. Because one of the main reasons they killed him too, they told him, don't go to Memphis and fight for them garbage people, man, who was working on the garbage, driving the trucks. They like, nah, leave that alone, Martin. You know, certain stuff they ain't want him to touch. But Martin ain't getting that, that position he got in, he ain't fall back and say it's all good, man. I got my ass. Like these pastors. He looked at the condition of his people, put himself on the line, man. Malcolm was the same way. Right, man. The scriptures tell you that, man. That's Isaiah 34. That all the earth and there is therein. Go ahead.
It says,
see, he's struggling from the earth is out of foundation, man. This word got to give him some spirit so he can get it right, man. Even the animals struggling right now, man. They in captivity. Oh, you got to understand that part. Even the animals in captivity under the white man, man. Get wing to Africa, take an animal, bring them over here, and then try to set up an atmosphere to look like where they from. The animal like, what the hell is this, man? From the food that did it feeding us all type of BS. Go ahead, y'all.
It says, for in the division of the nations of the whole earth.
In the division of the nations of the whole earth.
He set a ruler over every people.
He set a ruler over them, man. He gave them their leader. He gave them a king. Go ahead.
But Israel is the Lord's portion.
Israel is our portion, man. Why you think he told the Israelites during the time of Saul, when they asked for a king, they say, what, I'm your East, I'm y'all king. Y'all want to be like the other nations? But he told them, he's like, I'm going to give y'all a king. But that king going to exploit y'all, man. Because that king, he our king, man. Go ahead. But that's why our people been in that mind frame ever since, man. That's why every time a leader come up, and when Obama came up, they was like, there go our leader. No. You have a shot who the word you call Jesus Christ is your leader, man. That's who the Lord set up to be the leader of the nation of Israel, man. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 18. Whom being his firstborn, he nourished with discipline, and giving him the light of his love, though not forsaking him.
Who being his firstborn, he nourished with discipline. You got to understand, the Lord nourished us with discipline, man. What did he say? These laws, statutes, and commandments gonna be your wisdom in the sight of all the nations, man. But who it is? The author of mischief against the Hebrews. He manipulated all that, man. You don't got what he tell the guy. I'm gonna make you rich. Just come from them laws, statutes, and commandments. That was your wisdom in the sight of all them, man.
And make him over his affairs.
Come.
Give him status.
Go ahead, huh?
Verse 19. Therefore all their works are as the sun before him.
All our works as the sun before the Most High, man. You know how bright the sun is? That's all our works before the Most High, man.
And his eyes are continually on their way, None of their unrighteous deeds are hid from him, but all their sins are before the Lord.
You got to understand this. This is how you become free. It's real freedom. The truth, man. Read a couple more. I don't know what you did. But you can stop where you want to. See where you stop at.
But the Lord being gracious and knowing his workmanship.
But see, the Lord being gracious unto us, he know his workmanship, man. He know this. He know there no good thing dwell in this flesh, man. He knew that. He know that. Go ahead. So the Lord being gracious, knowing his workmanship. Go ahead.
Neither left nor forsook them,
Right.
but spared them.
So he been with us the whole time. That's why he was doing slavery, swing low, sweet cherry, kumbaya, all that, man. He was still with us. He's still with us. That's why we still here.
The arms of a man is as a signet with him, and he will keep the good deeds of men as the apple of the eye.
We the apple of the Lord's eye, man. Go ahead.
And give repentance to his sons and daughters.
Give repentance unto his sons and daughters, man. Go ahead.
Afterwards he will rise up and reward them, and render their recompense upon their heads.
We just read about it, man. In Matthew 25, man. The heavenly, where Yahweh Shai, who the word you call ignorant calls Jesus Christ, should come in the glory, and with the angels with him, he's going to tell the sheep, get on his right hand, the way he says, should gather all things together and separate one from another. Tell the Israelites, go to the right hand, other nations to the left.
But unto them that repent, he granted them return, and comfort those that fail in patience.
Comfort those that fail in patience.
Return unto the Lord, and forsake thy sins.
Stop right there.
Make thy prayers before his face, and offend less. That's what I'm going to stop.
Make that right. Make thy prayers to his face and offend less, man. So that's what we out here to tell our people. Because you ain't going to get it perfect. But the more and more you get built up in this, the more and more you get into this, you're going to offend less and less.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 15. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Lord spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image. Take you therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Lord spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire.
Right. So take good heed unto yourselves, man. Okay? This where you celebrate Juneteenth, but the knowledge gotta go, we gotta go beyond it, man. This is what really set you free right here, knowing this truth.
Lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image.
So take heed lest you corrupt yourselves and make graven images, man. Because you celebrate Juneteenth, but I guarantee you that Edomite gonna be mentioned. Who came and told them, you see how he mentioned? He came and told the slaves he was free, like he done something good, man. It's people who ain't had you as a slave, man. They just got beef amongst each other. That's all that was. So take good heed of yourselves, man.
Lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female,
That's white Jesus.
the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flies in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth.
And who done this, man? You had them Egyptians. They had all them different gods they worshiped. A man looked like a beast, you know what I'm saying? Different, like a right,
Okay, a phoenix,
right,
like
man.
that.
And a lot of our people that got into that stuff, man.
And lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the hosts of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy power hath divided unto all nations under the whole heaven.
That's the spirit. I was just gonna say that. But all that stuff go back to that Kemetic, man. The worship of the sun, and all that go back to that. See, all the Bible cover all that, man. The Bible cover and tell you don't do none of that, man. But our people caught up into that more than the damn Africans now, man. The damn Africans ain't over there into that, man. Our people are. Go ahead.
But the Lord hath taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt.
See? Why? Because that's where a lot of this stuff started in ancient Egypt. Modern day ancient Babylon going into Nimrod, man. Go ahead.
To be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day.
Right. Which we gonna bring us out of this iron furnace and be a people of inheritance even unto this day. Go ahead.
Furthermore, the Lord was angry with me for your sakes, and swear that I should not go over Jordan, and that I should not go into that good land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance. Can we stop there?
I won't. Oh, that ain't. It's supposed to say in dividing of the nations. I thought that was in there.
That divided into all nations under the whole heaven.
That's what it says. Yeah, come. Read that verse again.
Deuteronomy 4:19. And lest thou lift up thine eyes and unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord thy God hath divided unto all nations under the whole heaven.
What's the name put up on there? What's the name put up on Facebook? This what it was talking about. It said the sun was walking on water. Right, man. No, I was actually talking about the son, a man, man. Over here, not the son, man. Right. Because I heard somebody say, when it's talking about the son of God in the Bible, it's talking about the actual son. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about the son. And I'm like, no. But the Bible already speaks on that, man. You know, that's already covered. That's it, ain't it? Yeah, go back to that, Get me one to 76 good. How you doing?
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
What you know about that saying right there? She said Shalom? Oh. These are brothers and sisters on the saying right here. These are chosen people of the Lord right here. These are the only people the Lord died for. We can prove that out of the Bible. Just know you're an Israelite, baby. We the chosen people of the Lord, sister.
Israelite?
Yeah.
Why got to be Israelite?
That's our nationality. Which Israelite means prince or princess of God. We the sons and daughters of God. We the chosen people. That's what that means. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that if you look through the Bible, you're not gonna find black African Americans. You gotta find out who was all for the scripture. White hat. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
So what the white guy say? It ain't gonna be no color. That's a lie, man. He don't know the Bible. That's that forger of lies, that author of mischief against the Hebrews, man. Go ahead. See how I asked him, do we think the Lord, do we know the Lord is a so-called Negro? He can't accept that. But he all like, amen. Go ahead. See, now he's thinking about that. Hey, see, we reversing it on that, but we hitting it with the truth. We ain't no author of mischief. We gonna hit it with the truth. Truth gonna set us free. Truth gonna, what it say? Ain't no truth in him. So it's now the truth annihilating him spiritually. Brother, hey, brother, we brothers, ain't we? Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Nah, bro, you don't know, you what's your nationality, bro? Go ahead, man. You gotta know that, man. Go ahead, what you say, I?
You must have dealt with him before. You must have dealt with him before.
You never dealt with him. That's good.
Verse 7. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people.
Right, man. So that's because that's how the Lord show his power, man. He said, I'm gonna get the smallest nation. I'm gonna take one man, and turn him into this, man. Let's do this. Go ahead.
For ye were the fewest of all people, but because the Lord loved you, and because he would, because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he has sworn unto your fathers, have the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand,
right,
and redeemed you out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. There you go again. And we've been redeemed out of this house of bondage. And bond men, huh?
Not yet.
Right. So celebrate Juneteenth, but know you ain't free, man. Go ahead.
From the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is power, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
To 1,000 generations, man. So what are you people talking about? Now, he don't deal with Israel no more, man. It ain't about the Israelites no more, man. Say to 1,000 generations, man. Stop right there. That's it. Go ahead. Yeah, I knew that would do, man. I'm a boy, man. Right there in the red shirt and then the trumpet in front. You support of this. You tell Bill, this your business in this business. This mainly Duke's money. He helped restore this money. They say it's some low-income apartments they're gonna be right across the street. We don't know what they're there. They're gonna be there. You got the beard going over there, you know. Duke's back out. That's my boy though, man. You know Duke who played for the Saints, man. Wrote a lot of records, man. It's Jake for you though. Go ahead, but Duke's ever Duke, I remember Duke's the one responsible for this. You know, he probably some Edomites going in with this Duke block. Where the apartment's gonna be at?
Right over in that grassy spot right there.
That grassy spot?
Right over the side.
So they gonna build some apartments. They ain't gonna let Jake sit up. Go ahead, the power of the legs,
for by speech, no, verse 2 and 3, it said, refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good.
See, refrain, what up, bro? It said refrain not to speak when there is occasion to do good, man. You might have to speak up for your people sometime. Everybody else scared to do it. You do it, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Let's go back into that scripture where it says it's time for everything. So when it's a time for you to speak and it's on your spirit, it's the time for you to speak. You got to speak up.
And hide not thy wisdom in beauty.
Especially when it comes to pertaining this word or this knowledge. You might have a conversation going on like at work or, just out and about. You might hear people talking about the word. If the spirit on you to speak out about it, it could be somebody that the Most High wants to hear this word. And later on, he probably got a purpose for that person, or that person got a purpose for somebody else later on. You just never know how the Most High got it set up, but if it's on your spirit to speak, that's what you do. Especially when it's pertaining to this word.
Then like the scripture before that, what it said, accept not a man against thy soul, and don't let your reverence of him cause you to fall.
And even if
not just going to, you might have to tell that person something you know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, even if it's, just telling them they Israel or, something to that nature. It ain't got to be nothing deep that you tell them.
All right, verse 24. It said, for by speech wisdom shall be known, and learning by the word of the tongue. In no wise speak against the truth, but be abased of the error of thy ignorance.
I had just thought about something else too, as far as that speeching goes. You might say something about the word, about the truth to somebody, and that person might witness to you and increase your knowledge on it. So you just never know what what the Most High got a purpose for. They might teach you something, and it's something that the Most High wants you to know.
In no wise speak against the truth. Read that again. You got it.
In no wise speak against the truth, but be abased of the error of thy ignorance.
Be abased of the error of thy ignorance. The scripture say you have a shot whom the word ignorant called Jesus Christ, the dark-skinned man with woolly hair. Come and say these people, man, you can't speak against that, man. In no wise speak against the truth. Go ahead, you got it.
Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of the river.
Don't be afraid to confess your sins when you pray to the Most High either. You tell the Most High, what you did. Of course, the Most High already know. But you confess it to him and tell him that, you want to do better. You're trying to repent wholeheartedly. You got to ask the Most High for help a lot of times. There's a lot of things you can't do on your own. It comes from prayer and fasting, but you still got to ask the Most High regardless.
Verse 27. Make not thyself an underlining to a foolish man, neither accept the person of the mighty. Strive for the truth unto death.
Read that again.
Strive for the...
Make thyself not an underlining.
Make not thyself an underlining to a foolish man.
Right.
Neither accept the person of the mighty.
It say don't underline yourself to a foolish man. Don't try to stoop down to their level. And don't try to give reverence to a man that's above you. But don't try to try to get up to their level. Be on your own. Be on your own accord. Be on your own account.
Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
It says strive for the truth unto death. Meaning give your life for this truth. Stay into this truth until the day you die. The Lord gonna fight for you because the Lord gonna see all your good works. The things of this world gonna perish away that might have belonged to you, but your good works gonna follow you wherever you go.
Be not hasty in thy tongue, and in thy deeds slack and remiss.
Quick to speak.
Be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants.
Say, be not a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants. So this is brothers in the truth right here too, man. That woman, she up under you, man. But you don't be no learning in your house, man. The scripture tell you to deal with her according to wisdom. So, No, it said deal with her. She the weaker vessels. Get that. Matter of fact, get that. You had something? What is it, 2 Peter 3? Read that again.
Be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants.
Y'all know where any women's homeless shelter in this area?
What gateway is? Gateway on Bailey right there?
I went to that blue house with nobody in there.
Sweet Park. This back over here, but
The police right there. He'll be able to tell you, man. We ain't for sure, sister. But that's the police right there. He'll be able to direct you to the right.
Thank you.
verse 31, it said, let not thy hand be stretched out to receive, and shut when thou shouldest repay.
I read that part again. It said, be not a learner in thy house.
Be not as a lion in thy house.
Right, man. So be not a learner in thy house amongst thy kids and amongst thy women, man. But a learn to roar like a learner. You gotta be smart about the situation. Then it said, read the second part.
Nor frantic among thy servants.
Frantic among thy servants, man. But it's probably going to like the same thing. What frantic is? Huh? Weak.
You're a lion. You're a lot more lion in the house. Wild or distraught with fear, anxious, or emotion.
Right, so then it said, be not frantic among thy servants, man. So emotional, wild, with fear, man, you know.
Alright, verse 31, it said, let not thy hand be stretched out to receive, and shut when thou shouldest repay.
Right.
That's it.
That's the whole chapter.
It's just a precept to that. Be not like a roaring lion in your house. This 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Right. It's saying, deal with your wife, and likewise with your for the women, deal with your husbands according to the knowledge of the scriptures. With what Paul went into a lot as far as like giving them being benevolent. Y'all got to be together as one, but the women got to know their place. And it said, of course, the women is the weaker vessel. So for the men, you got to deal with them according to the knowledge.
Real. Yeah.
It's 1 Peter chapter 3.
It's
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. Likewise, ye husbands, be in subjection to your own likewise, start over. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Right.
While they